Hello students, today we are going to discuss the ninth topic from our English textbook. The name of this lesson, or we can say this is a short poem. So the name of this poem is Granny Granny Please Comb My Hair. So here on the board you can see few words which you are expected to write in your notebook. Now I will tell you what is this poem about. So students, this poem is about a granny. Who is a granny? Grandmother. In Marathi we call Aji. And a granddaughter. So who is a granddaughter? Yes. In Marathi we call it Nath. So this is the poem which is describing us the relationship between a grandmother and a granddaughter. Both of them, they enjoy spending time with each other. So let us see how they enjoy their lives, how they like and love to be with each other. So the poem goes like this. Granny, Granny, please comb my hair. You always take your time. You always take such care. So students, whenever your parents are out of the house for some or the other work, where do you live? You live with your grandparents. You spend your time with them. And so you share all your things with them. You tell them about your schools, about your studies, about your toys and all the things. So there is a very beautiful bond between a grandmother and a granddaughter. Or we can say there is a beautiful bond between the grandparents and the grandchildren. So the girl in this poem, she is telling her grandmother, Grandmother, please will you make my hairs? Will you comb my hairs? So she is saying, you are having a lot of time. You have a lot of time for me, and so please make my hair. Please comb my hair. You put me to sit on a cushion between your knees. You rub a little coconut oil, parting gentle as a breeze. So she says, when my grandmother is combing my hair, she makes me to sit on a cushion. What is a cushion? A pillow. So the pillow is very soft. So her grandmother takes care that she is made to sit on a soft pillow, and then she makes her to sit between her knees. In the picture here you can see how the grandmother, she is sitting on the chair and she has made the little girl, the granddaughter, to sit on a pillow, and she has taken her between her knees, and then she says, you take a little coconut oil on your finger and you gently apply that coconut oil. You give a gentle, a soft massage to my hair, and I feel really relaxed when you give me a massage, when you comb my hairs. Mummy, she's always in a hurry rush. She pulls my hair, sometimes she tugs. So the little girl, she is complaining to her grandmother. She says, my mother, she's always in a hush. She's always in a rush. Hush, hurry, rush. So the girl is telling that my mother is always in a hurry. She is doing her things very fast because she has to go for her job. She has to go for her work, and she is always in a rush. She is always in her urgency to run for her work. And so what does she do? When I ask her to comb my hairs, she always pulls them and she tugs them. She pulls them very hardly, and I get very much hurt because of that hard pulling and tugging. And I don't like combing of hairs by my mother. But she says, but Granny, you have all the time in the world, and when you are finished, you always turn my head and say, now who's a nice girl? So the girl is saying, but Granny, you are not in a hurry, you are not in a rush. You always take your time. You always comb my hair very softly, very gently. You don't pull and tug my hairs like my mother does. And after combing the hairs, after making my hairs, what do? You turn my head towards you and ask me, who's the nice girl? So the girl, the granddaughter, is very happy that her grandmother, her granny, is having a lot of time for her, and she combs her hair very softly and gently, and at the end the grandmother, she cuddles her, she loves her granddaughter and asks her a question, who's a nice girl? So the grandmother is praising her, she is giving lot of love to her, and so this granddaughter loves to be with her grandmother. So students, this was the poem Granny Granny Please Comb My Hair. You all are expected to read the poem on your own. Now let's move on to the grammar part of this lesson. So in this lesson we have the grammar articles. Articles a or an. So where are we expected? Where should we use the article a and article an? So we use article an only where the words begin with the sounds of vowels. Which are the vowels? A, E, I, O and U. So the words which begin with the sounds of these 5 vowels, only before those words we use the article an, and the words which begin with the other sounds, that is the sounds of consonants, we use a before them. Now here let us see some examples. An umbrella. So the umbrella is the word which is having U. It makes the sound U, sound of U, which is a vowel, and so before umbrella we use the article an. The second word is kite. K-I-T-E, kite. The first sound of the word kite is k, kite. So what do? We use a consonant. It is not a vowel. So it is a consonant, and so we use a before kite. A kite. The next is orange. So the word orange begins with a vowel O. Orange. O is the sound. So we use an before orange. The next word is apple. The word apple begins with A, which is a vowel, and the sound apple. So we use an. The next is E-double-G, egg. So the word egg is also beginning with a vowel E, and also it makes the sound of E, egg. So we use an. The next word box. B-O-X, box. The first letter is B, which is a consonant, and also it makes the sound of a consonant B. So it is, what is to be used? We use a box. Similarly, bat. B-A-T, bat. The consonant. The sound of a consonant again, B. So we use a. The next and the last letter is chair. C-H-A-I-R, chair. It begins with a consonant C. Also, it does not make the sound of any vowel, and so we put a article a before chair. There are many other words which we can use, and so see which articles fits them. Like bat we have seen here. Then we can take a ball, right? We can see queen. Q is the sound, queen. So we use a. For a ball, B is the sound of a consonant. So we use a. Elephant, E is the sound. So E is a vowel, and E is the sound of a vowel also, and so we use an elephant. So students, you can solve this from your page number 67. English textbook page number 67. We have these examples, that is a or an are the articles which we have to use on the same page. So students, now let us move on to page number 68. Using has, have. This is the revision. Okay. So here we will see few examples, and I will be telling you where to use have and has. When students, when you are talking about yourself or you are speaking about a group of people, you use the word have. H-A-V-E, have. And when you are speaking about some other person or animal or other object, you use the word H-A-S, has. Okay. So here you can see an example. It says, I have a new bag. Or you can also say, I have an orange. I have an elephant. Okay. Similarly, they have a elephant. They have a orange. They is a group of people, maybe family. So in a family we have more than one person. So you use they have a orange. They have a elephant. But when you are speaking about others, maybe it is your friend, he has an orange. He has an elephant. He has a new bag. And suppose you are speaking about some animal or any other object, then you use the word it. It has a long tail. What do we say? It. It is used for some animal or some object. Here we are speaking about a long tail. So suppose it is a animal. It has a long tail. Here you can see few sentences. I have a new bag. He has a long tail. They have an orange. It has an elephant. Here it, maybe it is said to some cage. Okay, it has an elephant. So it means here we can say it is something like cage. The cage has an elephant, we can say. Here also you can see few other sentences. I have a holiday today. So along with I, we have written here have. She, other person, she has long hair. They, a group of people, they have a big house. It is used for any object. Here it has many windows. So it can be a house. It has many windows. Maybe it is used for a house. Okay. Now let us see here something about punctuation. What have they asked here? Use capital letters in place of the letters given in the brackets and fill in the blanks. So some of the letters here, they are given in bracket. They have been written in small and you are expected to punctuate them. You have to correct them and write them in the capital form. Here in bracket you have I. So capital I can dance. The, T is written in small. THE, the boy is tall. Here the word is RAVI, Ravi, and R is written small. So write R capital. Ravi can swim. Here A is written in small. We write it into capital. A horse runs fast. So students, all of you are expected to complete all the grammar portion which is given in your textbook.